Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and I am back for more Final Fantasy X on the PS4. And in today's episode we're going to be continuing to buff up our team and basically Hulk them out. So if you're following me along, then pull up a chair, grab yourself a cuppa, and let's get started. So you're probably wondering why I brought us back here where we got the Celestial Mirror from. Well, the reason for that is because we're going to actually approach it with the Celestial Mirror and our Celestial weapons. We can go ahead and we can now go and power up our Celestial weapons with some of the items that we've got. Now I've got the Sigil and the Crest for Tidus's weapon, Auron's, Yuna's and Wakka's. I haven't bothered with Lulu's, Kimahri's or Riku's because well, Riku and Kimahri I don't really use very much. Kimahri I don't use very much, and Lulu, to get her Sigil, would have required me to do the 200 lightning bolt dodge, which, like close finger, I'm getting on in my age now as well, and my reaction time is not as good as it used to be either, and I generally don't have the patience for it now. But I managed to get the others, like I said. Tidus's was a little bit harder because I had to do the Chocobo race and get a 0.0, which I managed to do after about an hour's worth of trying and some rage later. There was some swear words thrown in there somewhere as well. But yeah, so I got there. So if you haven't already checked it out and you're wanting to know where to get these Celestial weapons from or where to get the parts from them from, check out my last two videos. I went over where to get the majority of it from. Those that I didn't grab, I basically just told you guys about. So yeah, we'll go ahead and complete the ritual on Yuna's. So the Blitz Ball for Wakka's I did last night off camera. Although I did finish it off this morning, so I had some stuff crop up that I had to go deal with. Yep, we'll go ahead and present them with the weapons. Let's do Auron's. Now I do have a little bit of Lulu's, but suffice to say, without the Sigil, her weapon's going to be useless. Because you see, it comes in two parts. You have the Crest that unlocks the first two abilities, and then the Sigil unlocks the other bit. But in this case I don't have her Sigil, and like I said, to get it I would have to dodge 200 lightning bolts in a row, and I really do not have the patience to do that. So let's go ahead and finish off Auron's, and then we'll do Wakka's, and then we'll leave it at that, and we'll move on to the next phase of building up our team. And there's a few bits that we're going to be covering in today's episode. And like I say, if you follow me and do everything that I do, then your team will turn into a god team near enough, and should be able to deal with just about any opponent. It seems the time has not yet arrived. What? What does that mean? Am I missing something? Let me have a look at Wakka's. I must be missing something. Where's my book? I do apologise for this, folks. I thought I'd sorted this. Hang on. Let me just investigate this matter and I will rectify it. Bugger. I know why I've mucked up. Right. I know what to do. Follow me, folks. I know exactly where we need to go. I am going to also extend a massive apology here because I should have shown you this either in my last video or the video before that, and I have completely and utterly forgot about it. I really do apologise, folks. Whoops, wrong button. So what we need to do here to sort Wakka's out, I've done the Blitzball side of it, but I didn't get the other bit, and that's why we can't do the ritual. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go back to the airship, and we're going to go across to Luca. And this will be really quick to do. Again, I really apologise for missing this one out. So we go ahead and make our way down here into the locker room. Whoops, wrong room. It's the one on the end, isn't it? Here you'll see the Besaid Oryx. And if we just approach this one here, there we go, the Jupiter Crest. That's what we were missing. That's why we couldn't do the ritual. I'll tell you what, actually, we can use that save point that's in there. Right, if we go back to the airship now. And what we can do now is if we fast travel and drop ourselves at Lake Macalania, it'll put us just on the other side of that path that we were on, so we can just literally run straight up the path and back to the shrine, and then we can perform the ritual on Walker's weapon, and then we can move on. And right now I should be able to get to it nice and quickly because I've got no encounters on as well, so that should also help us out quite a bit. So let's go ahead and just make our way up here. I cannot believe I forgot to pick that up. Such a muppet. I went through and grabbed everything else, I just didn't grab that one. One of the easiest ones to get our hands on. Of course you can't grab it until later on though, I will just point that out. In fact, let me just give you the exact details. So let me see here. So yeah, the Jupiter Crest will only appear in that locker after you've got the ability to fly back there, and you won't be able to get it until then. No, we don't want to. We don't want to present any more weapons. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to now go ahead and make our way to the save point. We're going to fast travel to the Calm Lands so I can get a chocobo. But by now we should have some pretty good weapons. We've now got, well, we've got our final weapons anyway. So we've got the Cullbog with break damage limit, triple overdrive, which is really helpful. Evade and counter and magic counter. And then obviously the world champion, again we've got triple overdrive, break damage limit, double AP and evade and counter, so again also really good. Yuma's is the Nirvana, again break damage limit, triple overdrive and double AP, and also 1 MP cost, although the double AP we're not really going to be taking much advantage of here. And then Oran's is the Mazamoon, again break damage limit, triple overdrive, first strike and counter attack. They are the most powerful weapons in the game that you can get. For each character, they're literally their final weapons, if you will. So right, now we're going to go to the Calm Lands, like I said.
Your count. Here we go.
So the Jupiter seal for Walker's weapon, as you probably saw, I tried to get that right at the end of the episode. And I reset the data. Now what will happen here is sometimes it won't always pop up. It's a 50% chance of popping up after you've got all 4 sets of reels. If it doesn't pop up, just hit the reset data button again and it will eventually pop up. You just have to keep refreshing it. Okay, so from here we're going to make our way over to the arena for the minute. That's our next stop. Because I'm now going to be showing you the next phase of our plan to buff up our team. We still have a little bit of a ways to go, but we are getting there. Now I've actually done this a little bit out of order than what I would normally do it, but being as I've got access to it now and I've done it, I'm going to show you guys. So first things first, for this to work, you're going to need to buff up Animar a bit, make him a bit stronger. As you can see, mine's got a good 9,226 health, and his strength's quite high. Now, you're probably wondering, how the hell did I do this so quickly? Well, one of the... Actually, let me just grab the book here so that I can make sure I'm dishing out the correct information. So, let me see here. No, it's not that one I'm looking for. Where is it? Sorry about this, folks. Bear with me. I'm just trying to find what I need. Because I want to make sure that I'm giving you the right information. There it is. It's that one there. So, if I just go and talk to him a second, let's go into the fight monster. And if I go down to this one here, so this is the monster you will need to have bred. When you have bred him, you'll be rewarded with 30 mega elixirs. And if you use 20 of them, you can put double AP onto a weapon, which I did. I put it onto Yuna's weapon. And then once I'd done that, I'll just come out of here for a moment. What I then did was, because I'd finished her area, in order to get that strength boost that I needed, what I did was, if I just come onto my sphere grid here, I sent her onto Oren's section of the grid because it's full of a lot of strength spheres. I didn't do all of this grid, I did leave the bottom section, I believe. But I got enough strength to get what I needed, so I started roughly about here, and I just made my way up through, getting all the strength stats from here, and it got me what I needed. So anyway, the next phase then is, once you have buffed up your Animar and he's nice and strong, you're going to want to come into the species conquest, and the first thing you're going to want, well, the creature you're going to be going after to start off with is the One-Eye. Now, why the One-Eye, you might ask? Well, because the One-Eye, when you take him out, has the ability to, well, 99% of the time he will drop a triple AP weapon, and the easiest way to deal with him is actually with Animar. Now, the Death-Eye will retaliate a little bit. His attacks usually do about 3 to 4k of damage a time. So you'll usually be able to do 2 battles against him before you need to hit the save point and restore Animar. And if you've buffed up your Animar enough, you will do this. You'll dish out a good 98,000, maybe 99,000, depending on how much you've buffed him up. And it will literally take 2 hits and you'll take the Death-Eye out. Job done. And it's a nice, quick, easy way to get the triple AP weapons. I think I grinded it for about, I'm going to say about 30 minutes, and I finally got what I needed. And there it is, making me look like a liar. I'm just going to go in again to prove that I'm not lying, because the game's being an ass now. So I'll just go ahead and summon up Animar again. So 1. There we go. So like I said, he's dished out about 4,000 damage. And we'll hit him again, finish him off. If I just go through this slowly. Oh my god, it's giving me a bloody Taj again. For God's sake, hang on, let me just use the save point to restore Animar a minute. Why is it doing this to me now? It's making me look like a complete liar, come on. Sometimes it does go through phases where it does this and it'll give you the armour instead, but the armour is crap. Don't worry about the armour. Goodness gracious me. Now, sometimes when it dishes out the triple AP weapons, it might not necessarily give you the ones you need. So like it might give you the one you need for that specific character, but it still might not make the grade, and I'll explain why in a minute. Come on, give us a triple AP weapon. I don't care which one it is, anyone will do. Okay, now I'm getting seriously irritated. It's now making me look like a right bleeding liar. Oh, sugar. Oh, Una survived. No, she didn't. She's dead. Okay, occasionally you'll also have that happen as well, where basically you get outsped and he just, yeah. Most of the time when that happens, though, I'm able to at least run away, but in this case, that didn't happen, unfortunately. So you're going to want to make sure you've got a fair bit of money backing you as well, but I will do a little video for that later as well to show you guys how you can make a bit of money. Unfortunately, there's no real proper trick to it, but there is a way that you can make a half decent sum of money. Like I said, I will show you that in a separate video. Come on. Oh, for God's sake. Why is he being such an arse all of a sudden? My God. Come on, Sod's Law says he's got to give us a triple AP weapon eventually. I assure you this is very abnormal. It doesn't normally do this. I don't know why it's suddenly doing this now. For God's sake. Wow. The RNG is really against me today for some reason. I don't know why. Right, I'm going to try one more time. If I don't get it this time, I'm just going to move on. But anyway, it's definitely that one that gives you it. I swear to God, it does give you the triple AP weapons. I promise you, I'm not lying. It's just the game's decided it wants to play a game of silly buggers. I don't know why. It just is, but I guarantee you it does give you the triple AP weapons. In this case, the game's just being retarded. And I know it does because I farmed up all the triple AP weapons last night. I have them all because I was going to show you them in a minute. There we go, Comet Cactar. Thank God for that. Right, now, just to confirm that I'm telling the truth, that is actually a triple AP, there you go, Comet Cactar. However, that one is not going to make the grade. What we need is this one, because it's got 2 slots available to it. Now, I'm going to now teach you guys how to set up your weapons for the sphere grid grinding. However, we're not going to be doing the grinding just yet. We still have one more phase to go yet before we start that. So here's Orange. Okay, so let's just work our way down the list here a little bit. Now, in order to get your grinding done nice and effectively, you're going to want... first of all, you need Overdrive into AP. That's essential. Without that, this trick will not work. So let's go ahead and put that one. And to make that, you need the doors to tomorrow. Now, to get the doors to tomorrow, you will need... you will need to have gone up against... you will need to have created Catastrophe. And to create him, you will need to have generated 6 creatures during the area Conquest. And... also for the other one that I mentioned that gives you the Mega Elixirs, you need to have captured 2 of each of the following fiends in the underwater passages of the Mount Gegazet. So basically all the water battles basically in the Mount Gegazet cave for that one. Okay, so that's the first part. Now we need... Ooh, I seem to be missing an item. Bear with me a minute, folks. I need to work out what I'm missing. Oh, that's why. Hang on. Let's go to the airship a second. And we'll come back down in a sec.
You're counting on me.
Whoops. Oh, I don't want to talk to you. Go away. So the next thing we need to do is we need to get our hands on the underdog secret. Because we're going to get our hands on a ability called Double Overdrive, and to do that we need to talk to Rin here.
Last-minute supplies.
So we hit
You're
leave.
selling stuff now? But of course, once Sin is gone, we'll need to be rebuilding home, you see.
Man, your dedication is really astounding.
Ah, how is your progress with our language?
None too shabby. Check this out. Hela du Sanwi.
Just repeating what I've said is not talking now. But your pronunciation's quite passable. You've been studying, I see. May I help you?
Why is it
Thank
not?
you.
Hold on, I've got an idea. Let me just walk the way down. I think we need all the Albed primers. Now the last one that we need is actually in the Omega Dungeon, which we're not ready to deal with just yet. So I'm actually going to cheat here a little bit. Because I've actually got a full profile that will give me what I need. If I just find the right one. Which one would it be? I think it will be that one. Pretty sure it's that one. We'll soon find out. If I double tap the button. Okay, there we go. Let's see what happens if we talk to Rin now, because we should have everything now, I think.
Welcome. Thank you. Your patronage is very much appreciated. If there's anything I can help you with in the future, just ask.
Ace Wintat.
There we go.
Wiraja Fab may not win Dukia.
Eikam, Uluwi Gufgranel.
Dat regdra tjofunt lusa, drid falun timgu, edix wowiket ha.
Ace Ribidu.
Rana imnaka, du lukne dimida winchelar.
There we go, that's what we're after. So basically, to get the underdog secrets, you need to have completed the Albed primers. Now, like I said, the last one that we didn't have is in the Omega Dungeon, and when we go down there, I will show you guys where that is. And then, if we go back to our weapons now. So we were working on that one, weren't we? So if I go down to the bottom here. Now we're going to put the double overdrive on, and the double overdrive is going to allow us to grind a lot faster. You can go with triple overdrive, but to be honest, I wouldn't bother. The double overdrive will do it just as effectively as the triple overdrive, so save yourself some materials, I would. So let's go ahead and just sort the others out as well. So there is blues. So there's that one, there's that one. These are Unas, but they're not the ones we need. I know she's got another one. There's Walkers, we can go ahead and do his. So again, overdrive into AP, and then, oops, double overdrive. Another one Now any of these triple AP ones that you're not using, you can sell off and they're actually worth quite a bit. Just purely because they've got the triple overdrive on them. No, not triple overdrive, triple AP even. For God's sake, I'm getting the words mixed up. Oh no, we've run out of double overdrive. Oh, that's not fair. Oof. Okay, so we might need to get triple AP, not triple AP, triple overdrive as well on some of them. For that we need winning formulas, which we get from... Where is it? I know one of these gives off winning formulas, but I can't find it. Where is it? I'm going blind as well. Should have done my research before I started this, but I didn't realise I was missing items. I thought I had everything. I do apologise, folks. Ah, found it. There we go. So to get you... Right, okay. So to get the winning formulas for the triple overdrive, in case you don't have enough Heart of the Underdog, sorry, Underdog Secret even, for the double overdrive, you can get the triple overdrive by getting winning formulas, and you'll get a load of those once you've captured one of every single fiend in all of the areas, which I have yet to do because I still haven't done a mega dungeon or inside sin just yet, because I don't feel that I'm ready just yet to do that. So we'll have to skip that for the moment, but at least we're now half set up with Tidus. And then it was just... where is she? I know I have one for it because I remember getting it last night. Where is it? There it is, right at the bleeding bottom. There we go. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to do is sort out the armour, because that's also going to make this a lot more effective as well. And it's also going to be part of our final build. So, how long have I been recording for? 28 minutes. Okay, yeah, we've got just enough time to fit this into this episode. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do then, and I will do the majority of this next bit off camera, I'm just going to basically demonstrate what we're going to be doing. Let me see what would be the best way to get to it. Let's go in from Mount Gegazet's side, because it will be easier than having to run across the calm lands. And there is a particular reason why I'm going after this particular area. We're going to head to the Cavern of the Stolen Faith. And we're going after a particular monster that's down there. We won't be completely and utterly eliminating it just yet. We are merely going to be farming it. And believe me, it's the best method for doing this from what I've seen and from what I've observed. So first things first, let me just get rid of that no encounters. Sorry Lulu, you're going to have to lose that for a minute. I just want to get into a scrapper moment because first things first, we are going to need to get Yojimbo sorted. I suppose ideally I could do with getting Yuna's Overdrive Gorge ready as well.
Fight on!
So we're just going to give him a low amount of money for now. Now I suggest in order for this to work that you wow, he dodged that, that's really annoying. I suggest you start using Yojimbo a lot because the more you use him, the more likely he is to do a Zanmato for you. Though in this case that hasn't gone very well. I'm just trying to get his Overdrive Gorge up a second. Try this again. Can't make him skip his turn, can I? That's annoying. This is the problem where Yojimbo's a little bit too powerful. What a pain. I mean, sometimes I'll go to the arena and do it there, but I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just get Yuna set up for a... Hang on, let me just check that her Overdrive's set up the correct way first. See, she's set to Comrade right now. We don't want it set to that, we want it set to Stoic. There was a reason I had it set to Comrade, but I will show you guys that probably next episode because that's when we're going to start the grind. So what I'm going to do is that. We're going to have Waka escape. Now, why isn't her Overdrive going up? What's going on? I'll just get rid of that poison a second, otherwise that's going to cause somewhat of a problem. Get out of it. Okay, what's going on? Why is that not going up? One moment, I need to investigate this. For some reason, something's not quite gone right. She should be, her Overdrive should be charging each time she takes a hit, but for some reason it's not. What's going on? Why is that not doing as it should be? Oh, it's on Stoic. Charges when character takes damage, and she's been taking damage, so why is that not going up? That's why. Let's switch it back to that. That was my fault, I ballsed up. So I need to get into another battle again now. Alright, Yuna, get your ass out here. So what we want to do is get rid of that. I would also suggest in this case what we'll do is, just to speed this process up, what we'll do is put haste on them. This is just so that we can get Yuna's bar filled up nice and quickly. Well, Although right now they're attacking the wrong person. I need to get Tidus out of there now. Oh, come on, Tidus, get out of there. There we go, we've taken a hit now. Right, let's try again. There we go, right, now we've just got Yuna left, so now they'll just focus on her. Might take a little bit of time though, unfortunately, because unfortunately Yuna's evasion's quite high, which is really annoying. Sugar, I've only just noticed that. She's been poisoned. I'm hoping this might remove the poison, but I'm not sure. Perhaps not. Okay, I'll Azuna it. There we go, poison's been removed. So basically all I need to do now is just keep myself healed until that bar is full, and then I can either choose to run away or I can choose to try and take them out. We'll just put another cure spell out here. I'm trying to think if there's a quicker way of getting this bar filled up. I need to look into that. I mean, I know using, if I had the warrior overdrive, then I could do it, but she doesn't have warrior right now, which is really annoying. I've been poisoned again. That poison's really annoying, I must admit. We're almost there. If I could edit this bit out, I would do, but unfortunately I can't. So I do apologise for that, folks. There we go. Alrighty then. I'll tell you what, we'll just quickly get Animar out, and actually no, I'll pull Yojimbo out, because then perhaps we can get his overdrive up a little bit as well, perhaps, I don't know. Basically we just need to make sure that when we implement our plan that we're good to go, basically. Oh, he took both of them down in one hit. Dang. Okay, we'll roll with that. Okay, so for the sake of this video, what I'm going to do now is I am just going to put no encounters back on, because encounters will get in the way. And we're going to go ahead and chuck Yuna back out for now. And also, let's just have a look at you. Yep, you're going to need to make sure you've got at least one character with first strike on for this to work. And at this point we are going to save our game as well, because there is a possibility that we're going to die. This might not necessarily work first time round. And what you're going to do is you're going to make your way into the Cavern of the Stolen Faith. And we're going to hit the warp pad. And once you've made it into this room here, you're going to come back on yourself this way, and you're going to be met by none other than the summoner that summons up Dark Yojimbo. Now, normally we would need to take him out a grand total of 5 times in order to actually completely kill him, but at the moment we're nowhere near powerful enough. At the moment we just want the first fight that we have with him. And what we're going to do is, hopefully, providing my Yojimbo wants to play nice, we're going to try and get our Yojimbo to Zanmato just the first battle, and then we're going to save our game after that, providing we've actually pulled something decent from him. Now, Dark Yojimbo is the guy that I always come to for this, because he drops break HP limit accessories, and it's 99% of the time that he drops them. So let's go ahead and give it a try, and let's see what happens. And it will always be an ambush fight, the first one, which is why I've said, look, you need to make sure you've got first strike on, because if you don't, you're pretty much dead. Now, like I said, this can go horribly wrong, and also you've got to take into account that sometimes Yojimbo does like to go off on his own little tantrum and do his own little thing, and unfortunately that can also result in death as well. In this case, he's chosen not to be an absolute ass, so I'm going to give him about 101,000. I reckon that should suffice, hopefully. In this case it hasn't sufficed, he's gone for a Wakasashi instead, which means we are going to die, unfortunately. There is no we can do about that. Like I say, it might take a few attempts, unfortunately. Ouch. Ooh, that hurt. This is why I saved my game beforehand. Okay, so I am going to just try one more time on camera, then I'm going to leave it at that, basically. Because we've been going for 42 minutes now, and that, in my books, is quite long enough. And I'll go ahead and farm for the rest of the break HP limit stuff off camera. Ideally I would have liked to have at least pulled one, but yeah, Yojimbo's playing a bit hard to, you know, to please at the moment. It might be that I need to go and do a load of battling with him and get him a bit more friendlier with me, as it were. The more you use him, the more likely he is to use Zanmato, and also having a full overdrive bar with him as well will also increase your chances of pulling off a Zanmato, and you will know when he's going to do a Zanmato because he will nod his head. That's how you know he's going to Zanmato. Okay, so let's try this again, shall we? Now, I'm going to admit there is a bit of grinding involved with this, I'm afraid, and there's a little bit of a luck factor involved as well, I'm sorry to say, and it might take you an hour or so to get what you need, perhaps, maybe slightly longer. Let's give him slightly more this time, see if that makes him... There we go, he's nodded his head, he's done it for us, perfect. And down Dark Yojimbo goes. At this point the summoner will retreat further into the cave towards the entrance, but we're not going to be pursuing him. Let's see, what did we get? Oh, we got a Grand Slam. that's actually a weapon, not a piece of armor, but we can have a quick glance at that so I can show you exactly what sort of stuff you can get. And then obviously, like I said, I will continue this off camera. So it was the Grand Slam. So in this case, he's given us break damage limit, which is still just as good. And it's also backed up by a counter attack, but obviously we've already got our break damage weapon, so we don't need that. Although that's probably worth a fair bit of money, I must admit. So I'm torn now between whether to save my game and sell that, or whether to try again for something else. But you do get the break HP limit stuff. So anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. And I'm going to go off and, well, I say I'm going to go off and farm for the break HP limit. I'm not going to do it right now this second because I've got a live stream to prepare for. And we will pick things up next time, where I will show you the next phase of how to Hulk out the team and how to get the sphere grid done nice and quickly. So if you like what you've seen, let me know in the comments section, hit that like button and be subscribed to my channel, you know, because I really do need the support. My channel is going under a little bit, so please, you know, please do share that support. Please, you know, help me out. Alright, see you all next time, folks. Ta-ra for now.